Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Jordan here bringing you another YouTube video. Today's video, it's going to be episode 2 of our Calgary Flames franchise mode. Quickly, just want to give huge thanks for all the love and support on episode 1. It really means a lot to me. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. So today's episode, we're going to start the season sim. But first, before that, we are going to make a couple trades. I have decided that we are going to trade away some AHL contracts, guys that aren't going to play, so that we can sign some guys around 75 to 78 overall to help boost the AHL. Here we are. I've got a trade lined up with the Philadelphia Flyers. We're just going to trade these 4 guys and a pick to get back a pick. It should hopefully go through. If not, I can tweak it a little bit, but I think this is a good deal. I don't want to try to find fair value just because we're dumping contracts. I think just getting a 6th back is good enough. And there we go, trade accepted. So we're going to just have to make some roster moves probably in the AHL, which is fine. And now we have the contract space to bring in some guys. Here we are in free agency. First, we're going to find a center. I think that Shipachev is going to be a good option for us. Doesn't want a lot of money, should just sign right away. There we go. Also gonna bring in Tyler Johnson, 34. He's won a couple cups, so that experience might be good for us. Now we're gonna look at wingers. I think Nikita Gusev's got a lot of offensive talent, should be pretty good for us. And then a right winger. Who else could it be but Phil Kessel? Have to bring this guy into the organization. And we're just going to see if we have enough room to bring a defenseman in as well. Kalen Addison looks to be good. And there we go. There's 5 guys that can really help boost the AHL. So here are the AHL lines. You got Hanzik playing first line with Shipachyov and Kessel at a +2. Should be really good for Hanzik. Hopefully he can be just around a point per game. You got Gusev, Johnson, and Furk. In the second line, Lomberg, Cairns, and Klapka. And then Stromgren, Morton, and Tula. I know it's not great. It could be better, but at least now we have some guys that can help Hanzik grow. Defensively, we got Tenorti and Addison with a +1. Barry and Solyov on the second pair with a +3. And then Poirier and Kuznetsov just with a 0. And goalies wise, we're still just rocking 270 overalls. I actually think this is wrong. We're supposed to have Zarubin in here. We'll keep this for now. We'll just wait and see what's going to happen with the AHL. If those goalies are not cutting it, we can go out and get a guy to be a better mentor. And then we'll quickly just showcase the NHL lines again, just in case anyone forgot. There's Kadri, Huberto, and Shangovich, Farabee, Frost, Coleman, Itzari, Backlund, Coronado with Hunt, Papastil, and Mantha. And Anderson and Uyghur, Ball, Miramanov, and Bean with Patrol. And goalie-wise, we're still rocking Wolf and Vlader. So I don't believe there's anything left to be done. Let's start getting into the sim. I think in this video we might just get up to the trade deadline. I wouldn't want to start the trade deadline without hearing your guys' thoughts on what we should do. And it obviously just depends on what direction the team decides to go. So we are Coach Ryan Huska. Let's look at the season goal here. Looking at the roster, there's a lot of work to do before we can compete. It may take some time, but we'll get there. I 100% agree. I don't believe we are going to be a playoff team this year, but hey, if the boys work hard, they can get there. Now that we have established our expectations for this season, let's determine what our main focus should be during the preseason. For these guys, let's work on speed. Let's just try to get faster. We're not going to be the most skilled team, so at least if we're fast, hopefully we can win some puck battles and we can hopefully win some games that otherwise we would lose. And Shankovich just a day injury. Shouldn't need to edit the lines for that. Good preseason so far, 4-1. That hopefully is a sign of good things to come. Real players on waivers and cap compliancy, and there we go, 6-1 preseason. Let's see what happens now in the regular season. I'm optimistic that maybe we can sneak into the playoff spot, but I think obviously what's going to be better for us is just being a lottery team. We really need some good center prospects and then maybe a wing prospect or two. So yeah, so far 1-4-0, not looking too hot. I mean, I don't really know what else I was expecting. This is just not that good a team. Hopefully, again, even though we're a bad team, guys like Kadri and Huberto can get some statistical growth. We want to trade those guys away probably as soon as possible. So yeah, just taking a quick look at the team leaders here. You got Kadri with 10 points. Uyghur has 5 for defense. Huberto with 7 assists and Kadri with 6 goals. So those guys are at least performing. And Dan Vladder's got our only win. Alright, I think we'll just keep on going here. I don't think we're going to be a playoff team. I don't want to try to tweak the lines for us to win games. If this is what's working for us to tank, then I think that's a good idea. Hopefully we can get some more wins. We don't want locker chemistry to completely deteriorate. We want to have some good morale at least. Oh, I don't remember him getting injured. Let's just make sure he's still in the lineup. That was just a day-to-day injury, nothing major. Yeah, okay, he's still there, so we'll keep on going. Ooh, a trade. They want to give us a 3rd for next year, and we give them a 5th and tenority. I'm actually going to decline because I want that AHL team to be good, so I don't want to get rid of guys who are going to be helping them. Let's get the sim started back up here. 3-12. Here we go. First injury. Calgary player Morgan Frost. He's going to be injured till December 10th. Okay, so our second line center going down. That's not ideal. Let's just take a look and see what's here. Okay, we'll put Kevin Rooney in. So filter everybody up. So Backlund, second line. Bobbas Hill can move up to the 3rd. Kevin Rooney can go in. That's interesting. A +3 with Backlund, Farabee, and Coleman. We might have to keep that even when Frost comes back, just so that hopefully that can help Farabee get some growth. There we go. Yeah, Rooney's just gonna pop in. He can play the power play as well. It doesn't matter to me. Get the sim going again. He's gonna be out till December 10th, so not too long, but obviously not ideal. Oh, now we get Tyler Johnson in the AHL with an injury. We'll just do head coach, replace player. And yeah, just still a lot of losing. 3-17. I'm happy to see that we're at least going full tank. It would be better to be either full tank or full win now. You don't want to be in that middle ground where you just miss, but then you get pick 15. And we'll just do head coach, replace player again for Kevin Rooney's injury. There we go. Tyler Johnson's ready to come back in. Well, the AHL, they're 9-9-2. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. Did we finish off the month with a win against Pittsburgh? 5-19-1. Not great in terms of wanting to win, but in terms of wanting to tank, I love to see that. I like that we're going to be the worst team in the league. It's going to give us the best chance at the #1 pick. Yeah, 11 points. We're last in the Pacific, last in the West, and tied for last in the league, so that is good. Quickly, Kadri, 25 points. Anderson now with the most D points. And Huberto with 16 assists. Like I said, it's good to see those guys at least performing. And this time we're going to take a deeper delve into the stats. So yeah, Kadri a point per game. Huberto 19 points. Tornado's looking good there with 14. Backlund has 14. Sharon Govich could be doing a little better at 26. This is his last year to get any real growth, so I don't like seeing that. Happy with Zari. Yeah, Coleman doing good. Anderson and Uyghur are doing alright. Farabee could be doing a little bit better. Papa still, Miramana, Frost, nothing too major. Frost, hopefully when he comes back from his injury, we can get him going again. And we'll just take a quick look at the goalies here. Dustin Wolf, 3-15, not performing at all. That's not good. Even though I do want us to lose, hopefully he can be just around a 900 save percentage. We still need this guy to grow. And Vladar doesn't really matter. 2 for his stats are kind of just irrelevant. We got no rookie skaters. Now I want to take a look at the AHL and make sure that Hanzik is actually playing good. You can see there Tyson Berry leading the team with 19 points. We got Kessel, Shipachev, Gusev, Hanzik only with 6 points. Don't like to see that. He's even on the plus minus, I guess, only 2 penalty minutes, but yeah, this is not ideal. I'll take a look at the goalies here, see how bad they're hindering. And not too bad. Ignatu 8-7-2, pretty close to 900, and 3.26 goals against is not too bad. And Zarubin's got incredible stats in his limited play, so hopefully he can keep that up. So let's go ahead here and just tweak the AHL lines very quickly. Just want to get Hanzik going. I think I'll move him down to the second line and just throw Gusev up. Hopefully just him playing with somebody else can ignite him a little bit. And we'll keep this thing going. There's not much else to change here. We're really liking what we got going on here. Like I said, just really want that first round pick. We want to see Schaefer, Meese, or Haggins come to us. We'll get Kevin Rooney back in over Kirkland. Here we go. Get this thing going once again. Let's actually take a quick look at the draft class and see what we've got going on here. Oh wow, Ted Davis. This is a created player from EA. Medium franchise. Similar style to Sean Couturier, so he's a two-way forward. That's not the best for a franchise, but wow, even there in the Liga, he's over a point per game. You rarely see that. So his overall must be high. That's a player we definitely want to target. We're going to pin him to our board. Porter Martone, you can't really see his stats. We can only see Ted Davis. There we go, Porter Martone. He's doing pretty good. Ilya Medvinov, I believe that's also an EA generated player. Did pretty good, medium elite. Got Haggins there, Schaefer at 5. Len Jones, another EA generated player. So this first draft's looking like it's going to be very good. Hopefully we can maybe add another first round pick. Maybe at the draft even move up to get in the top 10 twice. Here we go, Morgan Frost finally back. Let's get you in there. Go ahead, take Kevin Rooney out, put Frost back in. I think we're gonna rock the 0 on the third line. Even though Farabee's still not really putting up too many points, I'm gonna go with the 2+3s and let Frost and Zara and Coronado get some chemistry together maybe. You can actually see there, I don't know, I should have maybe highlighted that. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. Kadri's moved up from 86 to 87. So that is good. Whether that's from statistics or morale, it's good to see his overall go up. Maybe we have to ask him to waive his no move early so that we can capitalize on his value. There we go. I'd love to see that, a 4-3 win against the Hawks. And of course we can't follow that up with any momentum. We just keep on losing. Ooh, that's a rough one. 9-3 loss to the Canucks. Take a quick look here at this, our team leaders and where we are in the standings. So yeah, Kadri 35 points, you can see it there. We're still last in the West. and we are last in the league now. The Flyers have taken a little bit of a leap on us. Got Kadri leading the way. Anderson still with the defense points, and 25 assists for Huberdeau. Wolf up to 5 wins on the year now. I'm just going to highlight the league leaders quick here. You got McDavid with 69 points, Pasta with 46 goals, and Nuge with 49 assists. And Stu Skinner, surprisingly, leading the league with 23 wins. We'll just hop back in. We'll get another month of simulation done here. They said just when we know we're going to be bad, there's no point in taking this slow. I think if we just get this second episode all the way to the trade deadline, I'll wait for some feedback to see what you guys think we should trade for. And then episode 3 can be the trade deadline, and we can get up to the draft. And then we can see if we don't win the lottery, what you guys think we should take. Because if we do win the lottery, we definitely should take the franchise player. But if we have the second or third pick, you know, there's a bunch of guys there. It looks like Schaefer is projected to be 5th. Do we value getting a D partner for Perek in the future, or do we just instantly go for that center talent? There's definitely some decisions to be made, and I don't want to make them alone. We'll get, there we go. Hanzik now playing on the third line. Or the second line, sorry. Oh, wow, he's really taken off. So he only had 6 points last time, and since then, now he's up to 33. So that was an amazing move to make. Unfortunately, Johnson goes down, but Lipinski can fill in there. And that's good to see. I love seeing that Hanzik's actually producing now and getting some growth. They're 23, 16, and 4 down there in the AHL, so hopefully they can make the playoffs. Be good to see Hanzik get some playoff experience, even if it's not in the NHL before he gets called up. That way we know he's maybe a little bit more ready when we see the playoffs in the NHL for the first time. If our young guys have some playoff experience before they get called up, it's hopefully not as bad for them the first time through. So yeah, we'll take another quick look here. Kadri, 45 points. Anderson up to 23. And Huberdeau has only 4 more assists now, so not the best month for the boys. McDavid up to 97 points now. Passed up to 62 goals. And Nuge with 68 assists. And Stu Skinner still leading the league with 31 wins. We'll just take a quick look here. So we have 23 points, worst in the West. Still worst in the whole league. This time we're going to take a little bit of a look at the AHL stats. Where is it here? Here we go, Stats Central. Shipachev and Kessel with Gusev leading the way there. Tyson Berry still being an offensive force. And yeah, Hanzik, 34 points in 44 games. I don't remember exactly what he had before. We'll have to take a look back at the recording and see, but good to see. 34 points now for him, that he's lighting the lamp. Hopefully he's going to be NHL ready next year. See Johnson doing good despite the injuries. Addison looking promising. And then yeah, just your depth players being your depth players. Take a look at the goalie stats. So there we go. Ignaciu's playing a lot better now. And Zarubin, even though his numbers have come down a little bit, they're still really good. So even though these guys are not the best overall goalies, I'm pretty happy with what they're doing, and we're definitely just going to keep it the same. We'll take a quick look at the standings here. We're 4th in the Pacific Division. I'm not exactly sure how the AHL playoff works. I don't know if they have like the wildcard spots or if it's just the top 4 in each division. Or how it works. It's weird because they got 10 teams in our division and only 7 in the Central. And then you have 8 in the Atlantic with 7 in the North. So yeah, not too sure how that works, but hopefully we can make the playoffs. It'd be pretty good for those guys to get some experience. Yeah, we'll just, like I said, we'll get right up to the trade deadline in this video. I think that just makes the most sense. There's no point in dragging this first season out. The only way, if we all out of nowhere go on a run, but I don't think that we're close enough to be able to go on that bigger run to get back in it. So yeah, Huberto at 86, Kadri up to an 87. Farabee's down to an 80, so he's having a struggle. Frost is down to an 80. Papasil's down to 77. Matha's down to 78. So it's not great for the most part, though. It's just the guys who don't really matter that much. And yeah, Miramanav's down to a 75. We'll get Ball back in. He's down to a 76. So, and for the most part, this is just morale growth, or not growth, but morale impacting the overalls. As you can see, Dustin Wolf, despite the terrible morale, despite the terrible stats, he's up to an 85. So guys are still going to grow that matter. The ones that are going down, they're just not happy, and a good off season can change whether they're going to be happy or not. Fix this real quick. Start the sim going again. We'll just continue. I don't remember him even going down, so it must have just been a day-to-day. Yeah, 13, 42, and 1. Again, it's tricky because obviously you don't want to see your team doing bad, but when your team tank, it's nice to see the team actually tanking. We'll get Tyler Johnson back in there ASAP. You see, even in the AHL, we're having some growth. I believe Shipachev, Gusev, and Kessel have all gone up 1. Hanzik now has gone up 2. So that's very good. Yeah, let me know who you guys think we should target at the trade deadline. If we should sell off, if we should just hold. Los Angeles Kings have fired head coach Jim Miller. So yeah, obviously our team is bad enough to tank, so we don't necessarily need to sell stuff off. But it'd be interesting if maybe we get rid of like Sharon Govich or Frost or Farabee. Just get them into a better situation and recuperate some assets back. I know with the draft, even if we win the first overall, I still think I want to try to get into the top 5 again, because that could accelerate the rebuild a little bit. We'll take a look here. Dustin Wolf up with 9 wins. You have Kadri at 54 points. Anderson only had 2 points that month to 25 now. And yeah, Huberto has 37 assists. Dustin Wolf with the 9 wins, as you can see. McDavid 121 points. You can see there, everybody in the top 10 has 100 points. Yeah, Pasta with 68 goals. Kucherov and McDavid, Matthews, Nylander all with 60. And Nuge with 86 assists. Marner also with 82. And you got Hughes, Draisaitl 1 point up there. And then Stu Skinner with 36 wins. And Blackwood, Ottinger, Saros, Talbot, Bobrovsky, Shesterkin, and Gustafson all with 30 wins. You can see here, we're still last in the West. Actually, still last in the entire league. The Flyers are doing quite a bit better than they were. We'll take a look at the advanced stats real quick here. Okay. Kadri, Huberto, Coleman, all leading the way. Sharon Govich looking a little bit better. Everybody's obviously a negative, so that's not the best. Backlund with only 29 points. Farabee doing a little bit better, but dropping now to a 78 overall. Got Anderson there. Uyghur's not having the best year, where I thought he would be doing a little bit better offensively as a top 2 defenseman. He has a no trade clause for 3 years. We might ask him to waive it. In 3 years, he's going to be 34, 35. Is he really going to be here long term for this rebuild? I don't think so. And yeah, nobody really doing terrible. Just everybody's doing a little bit worse than they should. And then obviously if guys like Kadri doing, I would say, right around where they should be. Huberto for 10.5 million. You hope he'd be doing a little bit better. We'll take a look at the goalies. Dustin Wolf, right around where he was, still getting that growth. Dan Vladar, you're just irrelevant. You probably won't bring him back after this year anyways. We'll take a look at the rookie skaters in the entire league. Yeah, curious to see who's looking like a Calder winner. It's Celebrini with 49 points, Smith with 46, Michkov just behind them with 41. You got Lane Hudson up here with 37. Kovalenko probably doing a little bit better than he should be, but he's probably playing pretty high up in the lineup in San Jose. It Casper, Heinonen, Kulik, and just Blackhoff there to round it off. See if there's any rookie goalies in the league besides Dustin Wolf. There you got Dobis, Askarov, Merlinen, Peretz, Anunin, and Camesso. I'm just going to take a look here at the team stats. I want to see who's scoring the best, who's defending the best. So the Oilers have 292 goals for, and they're scoring 4.71 goals per game. That's the best. Defensively, we are the worst, and you can see the Canucks are the best with 3.05. Best power play in the league belongs to the Oilers at 32.9%, and for the rest it's not close. And surprisingly, our power play is right up there, 8th in the league. Oh, sorry, we're only looking at the Pacific Division. Whoops. Okay, now that we're looking at the whole league, there you go. The Oilers at 4.71 goals for per game, Toronto Maple Leafs at 4.6, and Tampa at 4.3. We're the worst defensive team in the league with 4.67. The Kings and the Sharks just ahead of us. Defensively, there you go. The Stars at 2.87 goals against per game. The Wild at 2.89, with the Rangers just below at 2.98. Yeah, the Oilers still have the best power play in the league, but yeah, Nashville and Tampa riding right behind them. And then the best penalty kill, the Hurricanes, the Oilers, and the Wings. See who has the best home record. The Oilers at 29-2-1 at home. And away, the Dallas Stars at 23-6-1 with the Oilers just behind them. So here's our AHL team. We got Shipachyov with 55 points. Tyson Barrie with 42 on the back end. Phil Kessel with 37 assists. Tyler Johnson, 19 goals. And Hanzik, rookie points with 42. And Ignatiu has 21 wins. We'll see Shipachyov is right up there, 6th in the league, scoring. Kessel at 8th. Goal leaders, I don't see we have anyone. Assist leaders, Kessel is 5th in the league with Shipachyov at 9th. And goalie wins, Ignatiu is 9th with 21. And we'll just go in very quickly. We don't need to delve deep into who's scoring best in the AHL. But I do just want to take a look at rookie skaters in the whole league and see if Hanzik is maybe up for an award this year. No, so he's not close. You got Ostlund, Leonard, Dumais, Kostadinov, Savoy, and Lekermaki all leading the way there. So that's unfortunate that Hanzik couldn't be having an award-winning year, but at least he is having a good season and is going to get some growth. And then standings-wise, we're still 4th in the division. Hopefully that's good enough for a playoff spot. Now let's take a look at the draft class. We'll see if there's any risers here. So you got Davis, still medium franchise. He's listed as power forward now. It's not going to be a 2-8. 6'3", 208 pounds. If we win the draft lottery, there is no question this is the player we are taking. He's 39 points in the league and 47 games played. That's like the best offensive performance I've ever seen from a Liga prospect. He's playing first line minutes there as well. Really good at faceoffs. And yeah, Martin, we'll take a look at his stats. See got Martin here. Doesn't take draws, he's a winger. 61 points on 44 games played. That's pretty good for the OHL. 21 power play points. And then I'm curious about Medvedov and Hagens. So Medvedov playing in the KHL or Russia has 22 points in 43 games played. And he's not playing first line minutes. That's probably his second or third line with power play time. Not the best at faceoffs. But he's an intriguing option for sure if we're in the top 5 and not at 1. We got Hagens here. 40% on the face-off, not that great. 32 power play points, and then a whopping 86 points in 47 games played. But again, playing in the US League, that's not the best competition, so it does make sense that he's doing that good. We better take a look at Jones and Schaefer. Jones, a defensive defenseman, 26 points in 46 games played. Does play the power play, does play 25 minutes a game, so that's pretty good. Got Matthew Schaefer here. Got 56 points with 13 goals in 47 games played. 22 power play points, pretty good. Yeah, he's also playing top line minutes there in the OHL. Then you got guys down here. Misa should be medium elite. Frondell should be medium elite. You got Roger McQueen, Denoyer, Smith, Eklund. So there's lots of options. And we must have another first round pick because it's telling us at 1, like we should be Hagens or Jones. That should be our pick. But then there's stars here again, Frondell, McQueen, Denoyer. So we're going to have to go take a quick look at that and see, because maybe we don't need to trade for another pick if we have one that's going to be good. Take a quick look here. So we have the Devils first. It doesn't have that much value. They must be just on the brink here. Yeah, 31, 27, and 5. They're not doing too good. Let's take a look at their skaters matching the block here, who they're wanting to trade away. Top 4 D high. Anton Silyev. He's a defensive defenseman. And they want to trade Dawson Mercer. Interesting. 40 points in 63 games played. I always thought he was a goal scorer, but 31 assists. And yeah, they have him as a sniper. He's got 2 more years after this one at $4 million. And then Seamus Casey, playing in the AHL, should be in the NHL. Offensive defenseman. These are guys I wouldn't want to trade for this year. Maybe Mercer if we can do it without giving them a roster player, because it might make their team a little crappier. But Casey and Silyev, those would be maybe off-season targets for us. Where do they sit in the standings? So they're 4th. So they're just outside the playoff picture. But with 67 points, if they go on a run, they could make it in. And yeah, that's going to round out this video. Just a nice quick one, I believe. We just want to get through the first couple of years fast. We want to get the rebuild done and get to the exciting part about winning cups. Let me know what you think we should do at the trade deadline. Very quickly, I'll just show you what we're working with for trade value. So Rasmus Anderson, Uyghur, Perek is untouchable. You got Kadri and Huberto, and Kadri's value has gone up slightly, so we could ask him to waive. Blake Coleman's value is up, he's got a modified. Honzik's up to 79 now. We have Frost we could trade away. Sharon Govich down to 81, we could trade him away. Backlund we're not trading away as our captain. I want him to retire a Flame, but we have Farabee. And then we'll look at our rookie skaters. I don't think we want to trade any of these guys, but maybe like Basha, Gridden, and Hunter here. If they're not gonna grow, it might be better to capitalize on their trade value, same as Poirier. So let me know what you guys think about that, if we bundle a couple of these guys for another pick or two. And then goalies with Wolf, Zarubin. I think we're pretty set. And then yeah, remember our draft picks. We have 2 firsts, but we don't have a second in this first year. And then next year we have 2 firsts and a second. I would be willing to trade the Vegas first because I don't think Vegas is going to be a bad team. Like, they're doing pretty good this year. They should do good next year. So yeah, let me know what you guys think we should do here at the deadline. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to hold pat unless you guys think there's anybody we should definitely get rid of. Off camera between videos, I'm just going to edit the scouts and make sure that we have scouts in every region. We want to get this draft as scouted as we can. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of our Calgary Flames franchise mode. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and YouTube. We'll see you in the next one.